Okay, this happened when I shifted into a new hostel room with a roommate I didn't really know at first. Everything felt normal. He was quiet, a little reserved, but nothing strange. The first few days went by without any problem. We didn't talk much, but we shared the same space and everything seemed fine. But then one night I suddenly woke up. It was completely dark in the room, and at first I thought I had a bad dream, but then I heard something, a voice, soft whispering, like someone talking slowly. I looked toward my roommate's bed and saw him sitting there facing the wall. He was talking to someone, but there was no one there. I thought maybe he was on a phone call, but when I looked closer, his phone was lying on the table beside him and the screen was off. I felt a strange chill, but I ignored it and went back to sleep. The next morning, I asked him casually if he was awake at night or talking to someone. He looked confused and said he slept early and didn't remember anything. That made me feel even more uneasy. The next night, I decided to stay awake. I kept pretending to sleep while watching him. And at exactly 2:13 a.m., he suddenly sat up slowly, like something woke him up. He turned toward the wall again and started whispering. This time I tried to listen carefully. He wasn't just talking, he was replying, like someone else was speaking first and he was answering. My heart started beating faster. The room felt colder. Then suddenly he stopped. Everything went completely quiet. And slowly, very slowly, he turned his head toward me. In the dark, I could see his eyes wide open, staring directly at me. I froze. I couldn't move. Then he spoke in a low, broken voice. He's asking about you. I didn't say anything. After a few seconds, he turned back toward the wall and started whispering again. But this time, I heard something else, another voice, very faint, coming from the wall. That night, I didn't sleep. The next morning, I left that room. But even now, sometimes late at night, I feel like someone is still asking about me. I moved into a small rented room. It was simple, just one bed, one table, and one chair. The owner told me clearly that I would be living alone. The first night, everything felt normal. I was tired, so I slept early. But around midnight, I suddenly woke up. I felt something strange, like someone was lying next to me. I didn't move. I could feel breathing, slow and cold, right beside me. I told myself it was just my imagination. The next morning, I checked the room carefully. There was no second bed, no space for anyone else. Everything looked normal. But the second night it happened again. This time I opened my eyes slowly, and I saw something that made my heart stop. The mattress beside me had an impression, like someone invisible was lying there, facing me. I couldn't see anyone, but I could feel it, breathing, watching. I didn't sleep that night. I just kept staring. Then slowly the impression started moving closer, inch by inch, until it was right next to my face. I tried to scream, but no sound came out. Then I heard a whisper. You took my place. The next morning I left that room immediately. But sometimes when I lie down to sleep, I still feel like someone is already there. When I moved into my new room, my roommate introduced himself. He seemed friendly, calm, and completely normal. We talked, shared food, and everything felt fine. But something was strange. He never left the room, not even once. I asked him casually why he doesn't go outside. He just smiled and said not anymore. That answer stayed in my mind. One day I went to the landlord and asked him about the previous tenant. He went silent for a moment, then said no one lives there now. I laughed and told him I have a roommate. His face turned pale. He said there used to be someone, but he died in that room. My heart started racing. I ran back upstairs, opened the door, and froze. The room was empty. No second bed, no bags, no sign of anyone else. Just me, standing alone. I stepped inside slowly, trying to understand what was happening. Then suddenly, behind me, I heard his voice. Clear, close. Why did you tell him?